In this video, our technical analysis for the Bitcoin price has played out exactly as predicted. But guys, take a look at this Ethereum and BNB chart, as right now we are seeing this next massive opportunity which we can take advantage of. Stay tuned to know more. So hi guys, and welcome back to another Gabb's cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out daily technical analysis like this. So let's dive into this video. So let's give you a quick recap of what we were following yesterday. So diba, yesterday we were following this very short-term movement nga, meron tayong rising wedge. And sabi ko sa inyo kapon, diba, if we break to the upside, then our target would be by getting the height of this wedge. And then we would actually get this by getting the height and then lagay natin sa possible point of breakout. And then makita nyo dyan yung target at which we actually met around the 47K. So congratulations guys if you have traded that. Ako, I personally traded that with Bing Bon or Bing X. And yeah, right now what is next for the Bitcoin price? So if you are going to zoom out with this latest movement, I think may maganda tingnan dito. If you're going to look at the 4-hour time frame, you can now actually see na we are starting to form somewhat of a, zoom in natin closer. Dito sa area na yan, I think we can now see na we are starting to form somewhat of a descending triangle or a falling wedge. So, right now, we are forming this for the very short term kay Bitcoin price action. Siguro let's change the color para makita natin very closely itong area na yan kung saan tayo nagkakaroon ng descending triangle. And ayun na, meron tayong descending triangle forming for the 4-hour time frame. And ano ba yung magiging next movement natin dito? So, you can actually swing trade this. So, tanggalin mo natin tong line na yan. So, right now, we are forming this triangle. So, you can actually get the height of this triangle and then yun yung ating magiging movement. So, if this breaks bullish, then our target is more likely by getting the height and then lagay natin sa possible point of breakout. So, we could actually see around the 49K area if we are going to break bullish. But if this breaks bearish, then we are going to see more likely around the 43.6K. Pero ako personally, I don't think that this is going to go down. Kasi if you're going to look at this in the daily time frame, you can see now we are still forming this massive bullish divergence in the daily time frame. And as you can see, the double bottom is still forming yung sinasabi natin, this W pattern. So right now, we are still expecting somewhat of a relief rally, diba? And nag-start na tayo actually magkaroon ng relief rally kahapon nung nakita natin nagkaroon ng bullish movement yung ating rising wedge. Pero right now, we are still bouncing off around the 45K area. And right now, I think what you should still be monitoring is still this itong double bottom within the daily time frame na sinasabi ko sa inyo ever since this week, as well as itong panibagong descending triangle. So right now, we have those two opportunities. For the very short term, you can actually see this in the 4-hour time frame. Pero for the daily time frame, you can see na we are yet to form that double bottom pattern. So that is for the Bitcoin price action for the very short term as well as the daily time frame, which we can actually maximize. And guys, if you want to trade Bitcoin with the lowest fees possible, you can actually trade that with BingX as well as with Bybit kasi dito mas mura natin Bitcoin trading fees. And as usual, if you want to claim bonus dito sa ating mga platform, you can actually use my sign-up code that you can find in the description down below. Now, those are for the Bitcoin price action. Now, let's dive into the Ethereum price action kasi right now, for the Ethereum price action, you can see na we are now starting to form this clear, very clear, na this falling wedge. And traditionally, a falling wedge is a bullish pattern to the upside. So right now, we are going to monitor this if we are going to see a massive breakout. Kasi take note guys, this one is going to be a massive move kasi if we break bullish, then of course, we can see a movement up until the 4.7K and that is roughly around 21% move if we see this flip bullish. So this is going to be a very big and massive opportunity which I think that we can take advantage of. Pero take note guys, we have a lot of areas na kailangan natin tingnan dito. So right now, as you can see for the very short term, you can see na diba, yung ating na previous na tinitingnan is we were actually monitoring this bullish divergence which is actually playing out na nga exactly. Pero I think ang maganda na tingnan dito is this resistance forming which is ito nga, yung resistance nitong falling wedge. So, we need to watch out for this resistance if we are going to get rejected. Kasi if we indeed get rejected by this area, then we might see a movement to the downside. Kasi if you are going to look at this for the very short term, let's try to zoom in this one. You can still see na meron tayong forming na rising wedge dito. So, this is actually not a good thing na ating tinitingnan. So, typically, rising wedge is a bearish pattern to the downside, but it can break bullish in times of a bull market. So if this breaks bullish, then our target is by getting the height of this rising wedge, then lagay natin sa possible point of breakout. That could lead us around the 4K area or 4,050. But if this breaks bearish, then our target is more likely going to be the bottom of the wedge, which is around the 3.6K. So right now, we are going to monitor this if we are going to get resisted. Then as you can see, confluent yung ating resistance dito sa ating part kung saan magiging very tight na yung ating rising wedge. So right now, we are going to monitor this Ethereum price action. And if we are going to break this very and big, massive falling wedge, then guys, ang titingnan natin dito would be the 4.1K. That is going to be our first resistance, which is yung 4.1K. So 4.1K is our first resistance. Another resistance to watch out for is actually this 4.4K. And then after ng 4.4K, our last and final resistance would be the 4.7K. So yun yung ating areas na titingnan ngayon with the Ethereum price action if we are going to see a massive breakout dito sa ating falling wedge na nakita ngayon with the Ethereum price action. So right now, we have a lot of opportunities, especially dito kay Ethereum price action. Now, diving into BNB, you can actually see na we are also forming that similar falling wedge. And this falling wedge is also a very big swing tradable opportunity kasi yun nga, diba sabi ko sa inyo, a falling wedge is a bullish pattern to the upside. Pero right now, we have to monitor this kasi we are yet to see a breakout dito sa ating falling wedge. So, right now, we are going to monitor this with the BNB price action. And if nagkaroon tayo ng breakout dito, our first target would be the $570 US. And then, of course, our next target dyan would be around this 610. Pero our technical target is going to be more likely around the $650 US, which is yung final resistance na makikita natin dito with the BNB price action. And remember guys, in order to confirm the move, kailangan natin ng daily candle close or 4-hour candle close. Pero ako I personally prefer na magkaroon ng daily candle close during this breakout as well as buy volume in order for us to see a very good confirmation both with Ethereum as well as the BNB price action because we can see both of those movements in the 4-hour time frame as well as in the daily time frame. So as much as possible, mas maganda na meron tayong daily candle close. But a 4-hour candle close can be good. Pero daily candle close can be a very good confirmation dito if we are going to see a breakout. And guys, take a look at this ating Bitcoin dominance. As you can see, we are starting to break down with our Bitcoin dominance. And diba, sabi ko sa inyo, a declining Bitcoin dominance is going to indicate na we are going to see an altcoin season. Pero if this is increasing, then Bitcoin is going to perform better. So typically, what we want to see is for this to go down. So right now, we are starting to break down. So the question is, are we going to see an altcoin season? So right now, I think we are leaning towards an altcoin season right now. So I think altcoins are going to be healthy in the coming days kasi look at this. We are starting to break to the downside. So I think we are going to see altcoins perform better. Ako yun yung personal take ko. Pero sa inyo guys, ano tingin nyo? Do you think that we are still going to get a bounce dito? Pero yeah, I personally think we are going to see an altcoin season. But it's not a very big one. I think this is going to be a brief altcoin season just for us to continue this movement to the downside. So at least meron tayong good indicators right now forming for the altcoin market. And you can see that na nakita natin both with the Ethereum price action as well as with the BNB as well as the Bitcoin dominance. So I think we are looking good right now with the altcoin market. And guys, if you want to stake your coins, the best place to stake your coins is actually in crypto.com kasi dito, kay crypto.com, if you're going to stake your coins, you can earn up to 14.5 interest per annum on coins as well as 14% on stable coins. And guys, if you're going to stake CRO, which is yung kanilang native token, you can actually get this beautiful metal Visa card. And if you want to claim up to $50 bonus with crypto.com, you can actually use my sign-up code, which is GABSCrypto, or you can find that in the description down below. So, ayun muna update natin for today, guys. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more contents like this, please subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video and bye-bye for now.